Hey YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. Today we are going to look at how to be able to make money as part of our series for this month. I'm going to share with you a philosophy, a paradigm that rich and wealthy people know, and that has made them who they are today. And if you're able to get this simple thing I want to share with you, it will be a game changer for you, financially speaking. You might be wondering, what am I talking about? It's so simple that for you to be able to make money, you must understand that income follows asset. I want you to repeat it after me, that income follows asset. Now, having this understanding will change everything for you. What is an asset? You might be asking. Well, according to ChatGPT, it says that an asset is a resource with economic value that an individual, a corporation, or a country owns or controls with the expectation that it will provide a future benefit. The key word here is value. What then is value? Value is your measure of contribution. And when we talk about value, there are two sides to value. Number one, product, and number two, service. So your value can be seen by the product that you are trying to sell to a targeted consumer base, or the services that you are giving out to a targeted consumer base. So having understood what an asset is, why do I say that income follows assets? Did you know that you buy assets every day? Remember that the definition of an asset is something that is of economic value to you. So an asset can be the shirt that you are wearing. It is valuable to you. An asset can be the food that you eat because it is valuable to you. It nourishes your body. An asset could be your house. Why? Because it is providing shelter for you. An asset could be a book that you've written because you created it. That's a product right there. An asset can be a course that you've created. So everything that is of a value to you is an asset. Asset is not just limited to just real estate properties, either a house or a piece of land. No, thing that is of much value to you is an asset. This mobile phone is an asset. My laptop is my asset. My camera is an asset because it is valuable to me. It helps to be able to make whatever I'm doing so easy and more efficient to me. So because of the value I derive, it's an asset. And because I needed this mobile phone, what happened? I now went and exchanged money for this mobile phone. Now, the one who provided this mobile phone to me took my money and then gave me the mobile phone. So that's the law of exchange. Because I needed this phone that Apple has created, I went and traded my money for it. So all that Apple did was to create something that a lot of people will need. In this case, this mobile phone or tablet or laptop. And then they keep on producing. The value here is a product because it is tangible. You can hold it, you can feel it. So this is an asset. And what happened? Because I need it, I went and traded my money for this. So Apple now gets my money and then I get their product. Now, when you understand this, it will be so easy to be able to make money. So I want you to think, what can I create that I will be able to exchange it to a targeted consumer base so that I'll be able to receive their money? If you really understand this that I've said so far, that is it. So you find out either a product or a service that you'll be able to exchange so that people will not be able to pay you. So let's continue to use the same example. I think I bought this for $8.99. So Apple was able to provide this value to me as an asset, which I bought it, I think, $8.99. And imagine that when they released this phone, 5 million people bought it. So it is $8.99 times 5 million. In this case, Apple has been able to make 4.4 billion US dollars. And believe me, more than 5 million people bought this thing. That is why Apple is making a lot of money. It's simply because they are providing assets that a lot of people need. Now, let me ask you this. Do you think that you can come out with a product that people will pay you just $50 for it? Most likely the answer is yes. Why? Because we are over 8 billion people on earth today. Now, do you know that $50 product that you said you can be able to create, all that you need to do is to just sell it to 20,000 people to be able to make $1 million US. It's so simple. So the number of people that you are able to sell your product to will determine the amount of money you'll be able to make. If, for instance, you bring a product that you sell it for $20, all you need is to be able to sell it to 50,000 people that you think that they need what you are trying to bring to the marketplace, and that is it. You might be asking, how can I be able to find 50,000 people to buy my product? You see, because of your mindset, you are looking at your environment. Oh, it's just my friends and maybe my family members. I don't know 50,000 people, but it is so easy to be able to find 50,000 people in our world today through the use of the internet. And then you can be able to even run ads and you have more people buying it. You can generate leads and you have more than even 50,000 people to buy that product. It's so easy. Now, as I'm talking to you right now, I am writing a book and it will be out very soon. And I'm going to sell the book for $50 per copy. All I need to do is to be able to sell 20,000 copies, and that is $1 million US. What? So easy that income follows assets. I hope you understand what I'm trying to communicate. Now, there are people today who have created courses on Udemy, and myself, I have courses over there. I've created some courses that I sell on Udemy. I'll be there and then I'll receive an alert. Somebody bought your course. Now imagine that you create a course and then post it on Udemy. Things like algebra. Do you know how many people need help with algebra? Just x plus y equals 30 something. Find x if y equals this. You can create something to be able to teach people. And do you know how many people are going to pay you for that? And imagine that you sell the course for $100. All you need is to sell just 10,000 or to have 10,000 people to buy that course, and that is $1 million US. You see that? So the higher level of value you create, the more money you can make if more people also need that level of value. Now, the problem with many people is they have the product, but they are trying to sell the product to people who don't need it. For example, if somebody has a baby diapers today and the person is trying to sell it to me, I don't need it, so most likely I won't buy it. Why? Because I simply don't need it. At this age of my life, I don't need a baby diaper. But take the same baby diaper and take it to people between the age of maybe day 1 to maybe up to 2-3 years old, and then you'll be able to sell more to that age group. Why? Because they need it, so their parents are going to buy it for them. So when you try to sell a product to people who don't need it, you won't get more money because they simply just don't need it. So think about something you can be able to create a value, an asset, a product or a service that you'll be able to create, and then think how many people in this world may need this. Are we together? Apple is creating new version of phones, tablets every year because they know that people need it. And once they release it, a lot of people buy it. They make trillions of dollars. And it is just this simple formula that they know that income follows assets. So if you truly understand what I've shared with you today, all that is left right now is an idea that you need and then your creativity. And I submit to you that if you're able to come out with something that people need genuinely, you'll be able to make a lot of money in a short period of time. I hope you're able to understand what I'm trying to communicate. When you understand that income follows asset, everything will change for you. Go and practice it and see how things will change for you financially. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.